Alright, Shalom. Before I get started, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Recha Chodash. Double honor to the elders, apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well, and who are the true leaders of Israel today. I also like to give double honor to the head and the elder of the Man of Israel camp, the Chazak, whom I teach under down here in Greenville, South Carolina. Alright, and I also like to give another shout out to you Israelite foreigners. It's looking like the other heathen nations causing confusion. Come back to your heritage in these last days. And Shalom to you, sincere Akim. Shalom. Alright. And I'll come back through the spirit and power you have by Shem Shah with another exhortation video. Alright, and I want to do a lesson on this little meme. Alright. Well, it's not technical. I mean, it is a meme, you could say. But I want to do a lesson on this post that I saw. Alright, and it says the look on your pastor's face when you tell him the law slop. It said when you tell him the law been done away. Well, slop, let me read that again. It says the look your pastor's face. Slop here. It said the look on your pastor's face when you tell him since hold on, I had to move that out the way. It was blocking. It says when you tell him since the law been done away, there's no need for paying tithes. And that's very much true, man. You know, so like on the reading, you know, I couldn't see the words just now, but that is true, man. All right, because you know your pastor, they collect tithes, but that's in the law. So that's the law they're keeping, but yet again they say what the law is done away with. How can the law be done away with when you still collecting tithes? If the law is done away with, you shouldn't be collecting tithes anymore, man. That's because tithe is dealing with what? Money. And that's all these pastors want is your money. They don't care about your salvation. They don't care about your well-being. You know, they care about your money, what you putting in their pockets. You know? That Christianity church, man, that shit is a whole scam and joke, man. You know, if you still going to church in 2026, man, so-called 2026, hey, man, you at this point, you just a dumbass, man. Plain as day, man, you just a dumbass. With all this truth coming out with these pastors and these churches, man, and you still proceed to go, hey, man, you void of understanding, man. You know, you can't be woken up at this. I mean, don't get me wrong. There maybe is a man of the Lord that's still in Christianity church, but hey, Lord willing, Yahweh Shai, I'm trying to get that man out of there, man, because the Christianity church is way gone, man. It's to the point now these niggas got, letting Drewski just come to their church and do folly, man. I mean, if you just go look at the skit with Drewski in the church, man, it's folly, man. These pastors really letting this shit go on. Come on, man. But let's read it again. It said the look on your pastor's face when you tell him since the law been done away, there's no need for paying tithes. You know, and I'm going to prove, all right, I'm going to prove in the scripture that the law is not done away with, man, because that's something that these pastors like to say, man. All right. So this video shouldn't be long, all right, Lord willing, all right. But let's jump into Baruch chapter 4 and verse 1. It said, this is the book of the covenant. This is the book of the commandments of Yahweh and the law that endureth forever. You see there? The Lord said his law, statutes, and commandments endure forever, meaning non-stop, man. You know, no matter we're in captivity or not, we still got to keep the commandments of Yahweh by Shem Shai. Matter of fact, that's the reason we in these conditions we in now. That's the reason we in captivity, because we transgressed the law of Yahweh by Shem Shai. You know, we transgressed. The nation of Israel transgressed the laws of Yahweh by Shem Shai, and that's the reason we had to go into captivity and suffer all these curses, man. You know. So the law it's enduring. The law endures forever, man. So let's read on. It says, this is the book of the commandment of Yahweh and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it should come to life. If you keep the commandments of Yahweh Shah to the best of your ability, because you're not going to fully keep it, on the side, but if you, strive to keep it, to the best of your ability, you're going to see life. You're going to see salvation, Not to say that that's all you need is to keep the commandments. No, it's more than just keeping the commandments, but that plays a role until you getting salvation. All right. So it says, but such as leave it shall die, man. So if you leave the commandments of Yahweh Shah, you're gonna die, man. Yahweh Shah gonna put you to death. And we're not trying to be put to death, man. Lord willing. We don't, man. We trying to see salvation, man. Look at these dumbasses, man. These motherfuckers don't know how to drive, man. Just dumb. Second time that done happened, it happened yesterday. It happened again. Motherfuckers just be rushing. But it's a lot, But, hey, I said death, hey, these motherfuckers about to, probably an Israelite, that's not keeping the commandments. That's why the scriptures say, but such as leave it should die. He probably was the Israelite that was driving. That was about to lose his life on the damn road. Because why? He ain't kept the commandments of Yahweh Shah. He left from it. So, no, the law, statutes, and commandments is not done away with, man. Why would Yahweh Shah destroy the commandments, man? It's the reason why Yahweh Shah gave us the commandments, man. Everything serves a purpose. Like, for example, eating pork. Pork, even doctors will tell you this. Your doctor will tell you, if your doctor not wicked, if you got a real doctor, they will tell you, man, pork is bad for your body, man. Committing adultery, when you commit let's just say, for example, you sleep with another man's wife. What you think that man? How you think that man gonna feel, and what that man might do to you, man? He might proceed to slay you, man. It's the reason why. A man get jealous, and when a man get jealous, hey man, ain't no telling what that man could do. Especially when you took that man woman. Just for example, Yahweh Shah was jealous of us. So let's go to the book of Romans chapter 7 and verse 12. It says, wherefore the law is holy. You see? And the commandments holy and just and good. So the law is done away with. Why would the Lord destroy something that is holy, man? Please answer that. Please answer that question, man. Why would the Lord destroy something that's holy? And that word holy mean what? Separate. Just think about that. That's madness for the Lord to destroy something that's madness. It's like that's crazy for the Lord to destroy something that's holy, man. That's madness. The Lord destroys things that are wicked. That's wicked, man. He don't destroy things that's holy. So it says, wherefore the law is holy, and the commandments holy and just and good. They good for it. Like I said earlier, the law is beneficial for us, man. The law is a good thing, man. Yahweh Shah knew what he was doing when he gave us those commandments. He didn't just give us the commandment. He didn't just give us the commandment just to give us the commandments. No, he gave us the commandments, because it was beneficial for us to keep it. It was beneficial for us to, live holy, man. Like I said, the commandments are holy, and we are holy people. You see? So if the commandments holy, guess what? The Israelites got to be holy, man. You see? All right. So now let's go over to the book of 1 John chapter 3 and verse 4, because these churches like to say you sinning, but yet y'all say the law is done away with. How can I sin if the law is done done away with, man. All right. This is the book of 1 John chapter 3 and verse 4. It says, whosoever commit a sin, transgress. Well, what is sin? Matter of fact, that's the first question you should ask. If the law is done, if you say I'm sinning, ask your pastor what is sin according to the Bible. Don't have him answer out of his own, understanding. The scripture say, prove all things. Prove it out of the Bible what is sin, not about what you think is sin out of the Bible. All right, ask him what is sin, because you saying I'm sinning, but yet you said the law is done away with. What is sin? All right. So when you read it in 1 John chapter 3 and verse 4, it says, whosoever commit a sin, transgress also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law. You see? So that's what sin is, the transgression of the law. So the only way you can sin is if the law is still the only way you can sin if the law is not done away with, man. But yet the pastor say what? The law is done away with. So that mean, damn, I done lost my thought of training. I mean, my thought of, my thought I was about to make. I mean, my point I was about to make. I mean, but yeah, man, if they saying the law is done away, if the law is done away with, that mean I could be anything I want. I could be a mo, right? I could, that mean I don't gotta pay tithes. You see, like going back to what the post say, these pastors, the Lord said the law done away with, but yet they want you to pay tithes, So yeah, man, let's get this last scripture, then we're gonna close it out. All right, this is the book of this is the book of Matthew chapter 5 and verse 17, and it says, think not, and this is Yahweh Shah speaking, by the way. It says, think not that I am come to destroy the law. This is Yahweh Shah of his own mouth. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. So this is Yahweh Shah of his own mouth saying this, man. That he didn't come to destroy the law, you see? But he had to do what? But to fulfill. Fulfill what? What was written of him, you see? So this proves everything. I can start the video right here, man. The law is not done away with. Yahweh Shah said it, and I'm proving it, man. All right. So, and Yahweh Shah ain't no false prophet at that. Let's get that let's make that statement right there. Yahweh Shah know what he's talking about. He ain't slip up. He ain't meant to say that. He meant not to say that, man. He meant to say that, So you pastors or whoever saying that the law is done away with, man, y'all are false prophets, man. And y'all destroying the sheep, And Yahweh Shah got a problem with y'all, man. So Lord willing, this video was edifying. I'm going to close it with giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakha, Chodash. Double honor to the elders, apostles of Great Millstone. Start with Elder Apostle Tahar down. All right, double honors to the head and the elder of the Man of Israel camp, the Chazat, whom I teach under. And shalom to you, Sir Akim.